Yo, guys, welcome back to the Shout Out with Danny and Dan. I'm so excited for today's guest, Tom Collins. You're on the Shout Out. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having us, lads. Pleasure to be on.
It's a pleasure to have you. Can't wait to. You've had a big career. You've been making music for quite a while now. Really excited to get into the history of what you've been doing, what you're doing now as well. But first, Dan's going to hit you with the quick fire questions.
Yeah, I've got six questions, nice and easy ones. First thing that comes into your head. What was the last song you listened to?
Good question. Um, oh my God, you really put me on the spot.
You can check if you want to check on your phone.
I'm gonna say I think it was "The Age of Innocence" by a band called Tooth. I've been really
Okay.
into them at the minute.
A band called Tooth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out. What is your dream venue to play in?
I've always said I'd love to play the Apollo in Manchester.
Oh,
Obviously, the
Oh, yeah.
dream venue is like, stadiums.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to do somewhere like that because I've seen so many bands in. Sorry, these are meant to be quick fire. I'm waffling, but
That's
yeah,
No,
fine.
still good. Still
we'll
good.
say the Apollo.
You can take as long as you want.
Nice. If you could create a festival, what three artists or bands are going to headline?
Dead or alive, or
Yeah, any combination as well.
oh, Queen,
Incredible shout.
uh, Oasis,
Yeah.
or maybe who else? Who else? Who else? The Beatles. I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah.
wow.
It's
That might be the most expensive
lineup.
lineup we've ever had.
Really expensive
Yeah, it
lineup.
sounds expensive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. What is your dream, or who are your dream artist or band to support on tour?
I've always said the Royston Club because they're local as well.
Yeah.
To me, so they're from Wrexham. But Dream, Sam Fender probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Two
So
good shouts. What is one band or artist you think deserves to be bigger?
The Cribs.
Okay. Well, I actually haven't heard of the Cribs, so I'm interested to know why
Yeah,
now.
the Cribs have probably been going since maybe
mm,
early 2000s, and
right.
they're in that kind of post-punk
Yeah.
indie, like messy indie vibes. I've loved them for years, but I
Nice.
mean they're from Wakefield. They're like I think band of two brothers, but yeah, I think they're brilliant. I don't know why they're not as big as they should be.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Cool.
definitely heard of him, but I don't think I can name a song, so I'll definitely check him out.
Men's Needs is probably the most known.
Oh yeah, I do know that
You would have
song.
heard it
Yeah.
on In
Okay.
Betweeners or something, maybe.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I definitely would have known, yeah.
Yeah,
You know it, Dan. I
I
think
know
you know
it.
it. Yeah.
All right. Most important question out of all is Aldi or Lidl?
Aldi.
Oh, yeah, well,
Hey.
that's three in a row now on episodes. This is great.
Oh,
But
Oh,
oh,
the bakery in Lidl is
the
sublime.
bakery.
and that's
It
all
is
they've
so
got.
good. It is so good. It flips. It changes hearts and minds, that bakery, once you get
Yeah.
it. It's amazing. Dan's scared of the bakery because he's a germaphobe.
I won't touch it. Too many rotty running kids around and
That's
sniffing.
fair
Oh,
enough.
horrible. Off with it.
Now that you said it, but yeah. Anyway, dude, thank you for coming on the show. Really excited to talk to you because I've been following your work and stuff. How's your year been so far? It's what, like getting towards midsummer now at this point. How's the year been so far for you?
Yeah, it's been busy to be fair. I think
Yeah,
coming off the back of last year, I probably had one of my busiest years. And for
yeah.
me as an artist, like I've been doing music really for 10 years, give or take, in terms of
Mm.
playing, gigs and
Mhm.
writing songs and stuff. So, but I think the last few years have kind of built a bit of momentum. Obviously, last year I went on tour with Jamie Webster,
Huge.
which is a massive
What was
highlight.
that like? Let's dig into that. What did you? I guess you got to meet him like properly. How was
Yeah,
how,
so I got to meet him at a songwriting camp in Spain last April.
I,
Um, so I got a chance to like write with him and sit
yeah,
and talk to him, get advice and stuff. And then he
wicked.
offered me to go on tour on a couple of dates for his
No
acoustic
way.
tour. And they were sold out crowds. So I was going to London. We
Wow.
did London and Manchester and Edinburgh. And London, I've never played a gig in London, so I went.
Wow.
It was in Shepherd's Bush, Bush Hall. What a
Yeah.
venue! And do you know what? The crowd
Cool.
absolutely loved it. Like, people I've never met in my life were coming up to me at the end saying how good I was and stuff like this. And it was just meeting a brand new crowd and
Yeah.
playing to a sold out. I was quite nervous to be fair, for the first time in a
Yeah.
while, but
Must have
I think
been.
that was such a highlight for me just to meet a new fan base and
Oh,
yeah,
so awesome. I mean, Bristol's an intimidating venue. We
Yeah.
actually we played it a couple months ago. It's a really high stage, and it's that
Huge.
like ballroom as well. Like, what's the cap? Is it nearly 500 people? I
Yeah, I
think.
think it's about 600, 5 to
Yeah.
600.
There wasn't that many people when we
No.
played. I don't think.
5 or 6.
Yeah,
But I
five
love
or
the
six.
theatre aesthetic as well because it
Yeah,
Beautiful.
reminds me a little bit like the Apollo, like I said before.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that vibe. It's class.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And then so you played London and Manchester with them.
Yeah, and it was the same week, so I think I did the London on the Monday and Manchester on the Friday. And Manchester's a little bit more intimate in terms of like the
Mm,
stage was like the crowd were a lot closer to the stage.
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
But I think I prefer the London one, which
Yeah.
I didn't expect really because I've always thought Manchester have both cities are massive in
Yeah.
the music
Both is
industry.
huge.
But because I'd never done London, I've played Manchester
Yeah.
Mm.
before, I'd never done London, so I didn't know what to expect, and I think it just surprised me how
What a first gig, by the way, for London as well.
oh yeah,
Like, we have
amazing.
played some tiny little basements in London. That's an
Yeah.
incredible first gig.
That's so good.
For a
Have you ever been
Monday
back to
night as well, do you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
probably one of the best Mondays you can have, really.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you ever been back to London since?
I haven't, no, really.
You done one gig in London and it was Bush Hall.
Just the one, yeah.
Wow.
I think you should just retire London now. I think you can't,
Never come.
like, as a first gig, just never go back.
Yeah.
Oh, do you plan to do you plan to come back to London
I'd love to go back. It's just
Yeah.
down to affordability, really, and
Yeah.
I'm not really, I've
Mm.
really got a fan base in London as of yet.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you've got to sell tickets and you've got to get yourself on these
Totally.
shows. So it's at the minute it's difficult. But I'd
So
love to
where
go
is
back.
your scene then? Like, 'cause obviously we know, but people listening like don't really know you. Where are you from and what's your scene like?
Yeah. So I'm from Flintshire in North Wales, which is
Cool.
literally on the border between Wales and England. That's why I haven't got a Welsh accent. I sound like
Yeah.
a bit of a Scouser to you two, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where I am, I'm near the coast, and there's pretty much next to no venues where we
Yeah.
are.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Wrexham's about half an hour away. So Wrexham's got a little bit of a scene. Obviously,
Mm.
the Royston Club have come up from there. Obviously,
Mm.
the football's brought in a lot of revenue, but really,
Yeah.
where I am, you've got one or two, but it's so difficult because
Yeah.
there's no network, and it's a lot of tributes and covers and stuff like that. So luckily, I'm only 45 to an hour from Manchester and Liverpool, so I can venture
Right.
to those places to play
Yeah.
those gigs. But yeah, it's difficult because there's nothing really where
It's
I
tough.
am. So
It's a tough gig up there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it a scene really. And
Yeah.
Wrexham's got a little bit, but again, there's two
Mm.
main venues in Wrexham, and they're both run by the same guy.
Mhm.
In credit to him, he's got me on a lot of support slots, and he's got
Mm.
loads of big names into Wrexham.
Mhm.
But
Mm.
it's still struggling. It's
Really.
you've got to go elsewhere to make
Yeah.
a name for yourself, if you like.
Yeah.
So the guys that so Tom Collins is the act. Do you have a band that you kind of go around with, like, or is it different people every time? How does the band work? And
Yeah,
where
so the
okay.
band's pretty new, really, because
Yeah.
I started years ago, and I've always been, because I'm a solo artist, I've just always been acoustic, and then
Yeah.
a lot of my songs that I was recording were full band anyway.
Mm.
Obviously, like a lot, they were MIDI based, really, like the drums and stuff like that. And then 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to start a band, so I just started getting mates that I knew or people that were willing to come and play.
Mhm.
And since then, I worked out I've had about 7 different variations of this band up until now.
Awesome.
But
All
the lads
that
I'm with
area.
now, what's that?
All from like that area, like Liverpool, Manchester, Wrexham, so all between there, kind of.
Kind of, mainly North Wales, though, to be honest. So,
Yeah. Oh, cool.
so like I think my my original bass player was from Wigan, and then another
Mhm.
I knew
Right.
him from uni. Then the next one was from like Liverpool. But the
Yeah.
last few kind of groups have always been from either Wrexham or Flintshire.
Mhm.
So the last 6 months really has been the 4 that we're in now, the 3 lads that
Yeah.
play behind us. So we've only been playing for 6-7 months since January. So it's difficult because obviously I've got to
Mm.
get lads to invest in what I'm doing
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's still under my name. So what I've always been the guy that's like, listen, everything goes 4 ways. Like, and if you want to write on it, you write on it. I want them to have a footprint on
Yeah.
the Tom Collins songs. I don't want it to be Tom Collins and these 3 guys. I want them to be a
Mm.
part of it. So I think the last 6 months has been great because they're just a decent bunch of lads. That there's no egos in the band.
Nice.
I let them do what they want, and they're all invested. They're all committed. So
That's
I think
cool.
it took me a while. Don't get me wrong, it took me 2 years, but I think finally, now the songs are getting justice when they're played live because
Yeah,
it's got that
yeah,
band feel. So
yeah. I mean,
How
the
did?
song.
Oh, go
Sorry.
on.
I was going to say, I mean, like you talk about the songs, and the songs are great, man. Honestly, can we
thank
get a
you.
little bit into your writing process? You said you've been a songwriter for what, like a decade now. So, what's your strat when you go to write a song? How does it come about? Just talk us through like what your mindset is and what you pick up first when you're writing.
Yeah, it's always like historically for me. I've always been like because I'm not the best guitarist at all. Like, I'm not. I wouldn't even consider myself a guitarist, but
Mm.
I used to just play a few chords and then the lyrics would come after. But I think recently, I might be out walking the dog or driving or doing something else entirely, and the words will come first.
Mhm.
But for me, like lyrics mean the most for me. Like
Yeah,
I don't care if it's GDC or four chords. I couldn't care less. I want them to resonate with my songs and something to be catchy. Like a lot of my stuff is it's the pop songs really, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I think we,
Mhm.
we beat around the pop
Mm.
thing now because it's like uncool, but really pop's in everything. Don't get me wrong, it's got that indie feel to it, but I think I think it varies really. But what I like to do is base my songs around real stories and real
Yeah,
issues in the
you
world that
can hear that. You
kids
can
need
hear
to be
that in them.
educated about, not just adults as well. But I think
Mm.
it's important that people resonate with them and people understand what's going on.
Totally, man. And it comes across in the songs like Scars. I was listening to that all day, man. That the chorus, it really feels like we've all kind of a little real experience in there, and like I can tell that you write experience into your songs. Um, is that something that's going to continue going forward? Now you're working with a band. Are you going to how's the songwriting process going to work now that you've got that solid kind of four-man group going?
Yeah, like for me, like so Scars, that was my last release. That feels like ages ago. It
Mm.
was October I released that.
Yeah, it's a
So
long time ago.
I wrote that acoustically, and then the lads
Mm.
kind of just jumped on it and wrote their own parts. So
Right.
a lot of the lead parts, the
Yeah.
bass, the drums, they're nothing to do with me really. The lads put their footprint on it. So we've been writing a lot. We were lucky enough to go down to Rockfield Studios in June last month. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But that was just a good chance for us to get in the studio and use some of the stuff. But one of the most recent ones we've written is very collective, and in terms of like I had a vision of what it was going to sound like, and then
Yeah.
once the lads put all their input on the table, it just comes to life. So, but we have been jamming a lot in terms of like writing together as well. But a lot of the lyrics will come from myself. But it's just because I'm very limited as a guitarist, and I've never had lessons. I've always taught myself. I'm not really bothered about that, but for them to come in and be able to use their expertise is like it's a life saving moment. But yeah, I think that I'm more than willing for them to get involved, and that's what it's all about. It's not just
Yeah.
about me, and if I've got something, I'll always show them, and then they'll just build on that. Really.
Ha-
Perfect.
Have you got any, not maybe dates in mind or time frames when new music is coming for people?
No, for the first time in a while, I haven't because, to be honest, I've had a different outlook on releasing because I think a couple of years ago I probably released about 4 or 5 songs in a year, and I don't think
Mm.
that's the way
Wow.
forward because I think everything needs a plan behind it. It needs, let's be honest, it needs financial backing behind it. That's the
Yeah.
bottom line.
Yeah.
As much as we don't want to say it, and
Yeah.
I don't want to just throw songs out as if they're nothing, if that
Mm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Agree. Yeah.
Um,
You want to do
so
them justice when you put
yeah,
all that effort
that's
into
it.
making a
Yeah, and
song.
I've had a good discussion about it, and I think at the moment we're just focusing on playing the live gigs. And the way I see it, if people come and buy tickets and play your gigs, there's an incentive to hear the new songs there, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the only way they're going to hear them for now, anyway.
Mm.
So we want to get the mixes right. Eventually, I'd love to do an album. I'd love to, in a couple of years' time, I'd love to do an album because I've got so
Mm.
many unreleased stuff and stuff that I've took off Spotify that I wasn't happy with. I'd
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
to redo with the lads that I've got now. So for me, it's all about the process now.
Yeah.
I think I've been focused so much on releasing songs that it doesn't always work like that because it's like it's like throwing paint at a wall. It doesn't always doesn't always
Mhm.
turn out. So
Yeah.
and the problem is we live in such a metric landscape, don't we? Because we're relying on streams to
Mm.
not even get us money because we don't make money from it, but just to get
Yeah.
just to get on a gig, to
Get
get
the opportunity.
promoters to take you seriously, because they're like, well, how many numbers have you got? How many followers have you got? And unfortunately, that's the reality of it all. And
Yeah,
it doesn't matter how talented you are these days, because you've got to juggle about
I
three,
know.
4 full-time jobs
Yeah,
just to be an artist, and it's
Yeah.
it's one of them really. You've just got to love it to do it, and luckily, I absolutely love it. So,
yeah.
but
Always
yeah,
good.
I think releasing. We're on the back seat with that for now. It's probably going to be
Yeah.
a single next year, definitely.
Nice.
There's no dates for it as of yet.
No, cool, man. I mean, just keep writing out. You've got a really strong back catalogue there. People clearly buying tickets to gigs, so why would you change anything? I mean, the whole point, there's so much stress for younger bands about like releasing a song and doing a full social media campaign, and you spend so much time and effort on that. Where you're not writing songs, you're not gigging, and like I think it's just great that you're just doing what you're doing and it's working. Honestly, it's
No,
awesome.
nice one. Thank you very much.
Speaking of though, do you have any gig dates you want to shout out on the pod?
Yeah, so I mean, the next gig we've got is sold out headline in Liverpool, which we're absolutely buzzing for
Wow.
because it's out of
Awesome.
town as well. We're just
Yeah,
buzzing that we've sold out. It was the Jacaranda in Liverpool.
Cool.
that's cool.
Um,
Yeah,
so we've got that on Saturday. So we're all in prep mode for that.
wicked.
We're
Yeah,
not really
totally.
thinking about what's next. We're just
Yeah,
on there. But we've got some
totally.
cool things coming up. We've got Belgium Festival in the Scottish Highlands, which is an
Cool.
absolute trek, and I didn't realise. I think it's
Scottish.
a seven and
I
a
think there's
half
at
hour
least a few
drive.
miles, right?
Oh, it's a joke. So yeah, but that's the following Saturday. So we're gonna have to
Oh,
decompress
yeah,
Liverpool, get back to our day jobs, and then go up to
straight
Scotland.
back up to Scotland. What was the
So,
name of
but
the festival again?
at Belladrum Festival. So I think the
Velodrome.
day we're playing, James are headlining,
Oh
No
wow.
way. I
and
love Jamie.
Razorlight are on as well. So there's some
Oh,
big names on it. So
that's wicked.
yeah, so we're looking forward to that one.
That'd be great fun.
But then after that, I think there's a few gigs here and there. I think we're supporting Jack Carroll in Manchester,
Cool.
Deaf
Nice.
Institute, and there's a couple more coming. But there will be some more headline shows later on in the year that aren't announced yet. Some
Awesome.
local ones. So yeah, looking forward
Yeah.
to it. Busy end of the year, hopefully.
Busy end of the year. Dude, we love to hear it, man. That sounds like you're going from strength to strength and like wish you best of luck for the rest of the year.
Thank
Just
you.
a couple more questions for you, if that's okay.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm going to ask one on top of that. Normally, it's just two final questions. I'm going to ask one final one as well. Before
Oh,
those ones, we normally ask like some bands that have been going for a little bit longer because we get a lot of young artists and bands coming on like their first or second year. What's one piece of advice you would give to those bands or artists that are in those kind of early years, starting to release music, starting to gig? Like, what's something from your career that you would say to those bands and artists if you could sit them down?
It's mad when you say career to me, because it feels like I haven't even started. That's how surreal it is for me,
yeah.
because like I feel like, because I did my first pub gig 10 years ago,
Hmm.
but really I don't feel like I've started until after
Mm.
COVID, if that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, one piece of advice, I don't know. I'd say always make yourself present,
Hmm.
network like hell, because
Mm.
I did a degree in I did music production for my first degree, and I didn't network enough. There were so many good
Hmm.
people on that course that I should have. But at the time, I was quite new to music, and I didn't really understand. I was a bit naive, and I just think now we live in a landscape where there's so many platforms for opportunity, as toxic as it can be.
Hmm.
You need to just constantly make yourself present by
Like that.
whether it's posting your music,
Mm.
making stupid content, but just let people know you're there, and gig wherever you can, I guess, because
Yeah.
you don't, as much as with pub gigs. I think I'll hold my hands up. I think we're very dismissive of pub gigs in the sense that we want to drop that to do the bigger gigs and the ticket gigs. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean to say you can't play them. I still think they hold a good place, because you're owning your craft, and you might
Mm.
meet one or two people in there that become a new follower.
Yeah.
Um, and that years of doing that, because after COVID, I was relentless. I was that sick of being inside. I was like, I just want to go out and gig, and I was playing
Yeah.
pubs probably 3 days a weekend. And
Wow.
some people do it full time, and that's great. But
Yeah.
for me, I think just keep yourself present, just keep going, and
Love it.
don't get yourself everywhere. Basically,
Yeah. Stop.
Nice.
Love it. Great bit.
I,
Great advice.
I will go on to what is meant to be my final question. Is we have a shout out podcast playlist. So every artist and band that's come on, they put one of their songs from the back catalogue on this playlist. So people can discover your music. But yeah, whatever song you want to put on there, we would love to chuck on there. So let us know.
A good question. I'd rather let you guys pick, to be honest.
We
Yeah.
can pick.
Can I
Probably
pick?
one of the newer ones, Scars or Little Living
I want
Louie.
Scars on there, Dan. I want
Yeah,
Scars.
Scars.
Great tune. It's a great tune. I
Going
loved
in.
it.
Bear with me. It is in. Thank you very much.
Awesome. A final question for you, and then we can let you go. Can you please shout out one band or artist to come on our show?
You might have had these on already, I'm not sure. A band called Freight.
No.
Great. No, we haven't.
So Freight. They're from Warrington. Lovely
Okay.
lads. I met them
Awesome.
in Chesterfield a couple of weeks ago. Really nice lads. They're only young,
Yeah.
they're smashing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Got some great
Love that.
tunes as well. Live, they are phenomenal. He's only 18, the lead singer. And I
Wow.
remember watching him thinking, I wish I was 18 again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, they'd be great. Really nice lads.
Cool.
Awesome. So, what a nice shout out to end the show as well. Dude, Tom, you're amazing. Best of luck for everything you got coming up for the rest of the year and beyond. Thank you for coming on the show, man.
Thank you very much, lads. Really, really appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate it too. And thank you for watching this episode of the Shout Out with Danny and Dan and the amazing Tom Collins. He's got loads of big things coming up, and make sure you follow him. And we've got loads of stuff coming up as well, so make sure you follow us. It's 2 episodes a week now. Peace.
Au revoir.